We can't forget about him like he was nothing!
Everybody's just taking out their problems on other people.
Well, it's a problem if everybody's grieving, then who do you talk to?
Yep.
I want so very much to learn about your people.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are here with another episode of Gurren Lagann. How about you go ahead and remind us of what happened last time after that heart attack that you may have just had?
100%. Last time was a continuation of the big sad from the death of Kamina. We also got a bit of a glimpse into the sort of mindless violence that was starting to come from Simone. Almost died a couple times. Lagann is not responding to him. Or is it Gurren? Whatever the head one is not responding to him properly because of this change in perspective and or self-belief. And we found a girl in a box, happens to be the daughter of the Spiral King, and they were attacked by something the Elegant, who is one of the four generals.
It's a DNA.
The DNA. Perfect. And that's it.
God, my memory is so shit. Off the top of my head, we were what? With the four generals, I can't remember the first one for some reason, even though we just watched his episodes.
No,
Adine the Evelyn, Ceto Mandra the Swift.
Yep.
Oh, and I can't remember the favorite one of them either.
There's what
Armadillo.
Looks like
He's
an armadillo.
That's why he makes the reference of even a cornered armadillo will fight.
Yeah, and then it's a gorilla.
Oh, I'm sure if I took another 5 minutes of just thinking to myself, I'd remember his name, but I cannot do it. I'll never remember the gorilla's name. He is in the show as long as you've seen him. He's a nobody to me. He doesn't get to interact with anybody else except for Viral, so
It's true.
But yeah, no, sorry. You said we found a girl in a box. My first thought was girl in a box. That's my girl in a box, you know. Yeah. Anyway. Anything else?
My first thought was this girl's in a box.
See, you've got too many references for me. I don't know what that one is.
Girl on Fire, Adele.
Oh, see. I don't listen to a lot of music anymore. So.
True. The girl's not actually on fire.
See, I think you should get that by the fact that my first musical reference comes from a Saturday Night Live sketch, which is probably almost 20 years old now.
God, yeah.
So,
yeah, at this point.
Yeah, there's entire eras of music that I just don't know, even though I grew up in or had been alive through them. So, in the modern era, it's just that. I just re-listen to 80s music over and over again. Or AMVs. AMVs are how I find new music. I was like, oh, I want to watch an AMV from stuff from this show. Well, it's like, okay, here's a song I've never heard before.
What's an AMV?
Animated music video.
Got it.
So, you know, all the shit we link in the Discord of just song title, but hey, that's not the music video for that show. That's supposed to be anime.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess without anything else, let's go ahead and get on into it.
Let's do it.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
on top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
It also just informs me the fact that you never clicked any of the links that I put into those D&D chats.
I see them most of the time. Like, I've watched a couple, but I've not cared to think what they were. I was like, oh, cool.
All of my characters had AMV soundtracks that helped me get into the mood of the character's thought process and whatnot. Like Gar had I don't know, 14, 15 AMVs, all attached to each one of them was a different part of his backstory.
I like it, and it makes sense.
I mean, I think one of them was a sketch drawing music video to Hades Town, which
Okay.
was a Broadway musical, specifically about the losing a loved one and then getting dragged down to Hades, and him, the main character, going down to Hades to get her back, which obviously fit Gar's backstory. So
Yes,
plus
it
it was a good
absolutely did.
song.
Well, also, like in our games, like one of my two characters had the simplest backstory you could probably imagine.
This is the tale of a man who continues to fight against destiny. Simon fights, trying to distract himself from the hard blow of losing kamina.
So you gotta get it all to fit into the
Lagann goes out of
intro.
control, and when it stops,
Uh-huh.
Simon meets a mysterious girl who appears from out of a box. When Adine the Elegant, one of the Spiral King's 4 generals, attacks Gurren, the girl runs out onto the deck and surprises all.
First Princess Nia, daughter of Spiral King Lord Genome! Leave us at once!
Impossible!
The girl says she's Princess Nia.
Oh, don't be an idiot. A princess would never leave the capital and go wandering around outside.
But ma'am, she looks exactly like the princess.
You think so? Well, in that case, we'll just have to kill her and pretend
Also,
we
how
never
the hell
saw
do
her.
they know the
General
princess
Adine,
looks like
please.
to fake a
Watch
princess?
what you say.
Yeah.
All our transmissions are being recorded.
Yo.
Look, her back is turned! Did our little princess really stop her from attacking us? Fire cannon! Fire, fire! Didn't you listen? The cannons are offline.
Let's get one thing straight, you stinking humans. I am not retreating. I'll be back. Got it?
I don't retreat as I leave.
Well, it's not really a retreat if you've been ordered to go away.
It's what you call the daughter of a king.
Man, this is unbelievable. He brought the daughter of the guy we're fighting on board.
Should we hold her?
So what's the plan, Kittan?
The plan!
Tell us the plan! Tell us the plan!
Whatever the case, we interrogate her in the morning. I'm gonna put the screws to that little girl and make her spill everything she knows.
Okay. Interesting way to say that.
Adine the Elegant fled in the face of the enemy. What manner of joke is this supposed to be?
Sire, our dastardly enemies, those pathetic humans, were holding Princess Nia hostage.
You fool. I have long since cast that girl out. I don't care what happens to her.
You cast her out? But sire, I had no way of knowing that during my confrontation since I was never informed of this.
You dare use your lack of knowledge to excuse your failure?
No, sire.
You committed the grave offense of fleeing in the face of the enemy just to protect a girl
Okay.
who is no longer a princess. Oh, the absurdity of it all.
Sire, please, you must give me, Adine the Elegant, another chance.
Oh, you dare tell me what I must do?
I would not dream of it, sire.
You,
What is it then?
you just did.
To prove my loyalty, I shall set out alone in Seirun. I shall wipe out the humans and Gunzan, and I shall kill Nia along with them. I will do all of this before sunset tomorrow.
Very well, but bear in mind you will
All
not
of this
receive
before
another
sunset.
chance.
That's impressive.
Now go.
I think Lord Genome is my second favorite.
Viral. I thought you were badly injured.
No, ma'am. I'll be returning to my home unit tomorrow. Failing to protect General Timilf is the greatest defeat of my life. That said, I would very much like to ask a favor of... General Adine,
Go on, Viral. I will hear you out.
during your next mission, I ask that you allow me to accompany.
Let the man cook.
Accompany you.
I had
Jeez.
Timilf in my debt,
He's
right
not
where I
dead.
wanted him to be. But But now that he's dead, my scheming turns out to be for nothing. And it's all because you're a worthless, incompetent moron!
Which is why I beg that you give me a chance to avenge his death.
I've already decided I'll be going out alone tomorrow morning. Go back to your den. I will be the one avenging Timulf, no one else!
Oh, viral.
He's not so virile right now.
So you're spelling it a different way.
Yeah.
Thank you for the food. Thank you for the food.
Yummy! Oh, what's this stuff? It looks great!
I can't cut mine. Just a moment. I'll cut it for you.
So anyway, Princess,
What is it? Would you like some too? Open wide.
Hey, that's good. Wow, Gramps, you're a pretty incredible cook.
Is he really? You serious?
What do you guys
Nobody really
want?
cares that he tried to lure him into a play.
Man.
You don't have to roll out the red carpet for her! We're here to conduct an interrogation! You better talk!
How do you do, sir? It's lovely to meet you. I'm Nia. Now then, what's your name?
My name is Kittan! I'm the eldest of the Black siblings, and not only that, I'm the leader of Team Gurren! That's who I am!
Kittan, you say?
Gurren.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Alright, look. Just because you're sweet and cute and nice and all doesn't change the fact that you're the enemy!
The enemy! He's right! Little girl enemy!
Tell me, Kittan, what does enemy mean?
Huh? That enemy is a bad person! Someone you just gotta beat the crap out of!
Beat the crap out of. What does that mean?
Yep.
Well, it's when you take your fist and you belt the other guy and...
What does fist mean?
Well, okay, look. A fist is...
Why would you do that to somebody?
Because that somebody pissed me off!
What does it mean to be pissed off? He's supposed to interrogate her. But she's interrogating him instead.
Yeah.
Well, our bro was never too good around her type.
Hey, put out!
Kittan, you are, let's see. You're a not pissing off person and you're sweet. I thank you. Our talk has been informative.
Well, no problem. I'm the leader here, so it's only natural.
Yep, that didn't go as planned.
Now listen up. As team leader, I got an order for you. I want you to get all the enemy intel you can out of her.
Why me?
Nobody else
Just
could.
do it, Simone. You're the one who brought her here. She's here because of you. Man up and fix it. She's a formidable opponent. Know that you're in for a tough fight.
I heard many
Okay.
things from Kittan. He said my father is doing terrible things to people on the surface. It's hard to imagine that father would do such things without good reason. And yet, I do not believe that the people here are bad.
We didn't do anything wrong, Nia. It's the Spiral King who's the bad guy here. Him and his people.
Do you hate my father?
Of course I do.
Do
Yeah.
you also hate me?
I don't know what to say to that.
So then, why is it that you fight?
It was my bro who gave me the strength to fight. I fought because he believed in me.
He still believes in you, you know?
Tell me, who is this bro person?
So, do you think Simone will be alright?
Don't you have other things to worry about? If I don't finally get Daiguren here running again, a lot more than tears will be spilled.
Yes, I suppose, but in Simone's case...
Look, we're all fighting here, aren't we? And that goes for you too.
Yes, but...
Besides, if the reason that Lagann isn't working is because it doesn't feel like helping a kid who's lost the will to survive, I think it has the right idea.
See?
Oh, how sad. So he was killed in a battle?
That's right.
Then I suppose it's little wonder that everyone here hates me. I really can't blame them.
Don't you worry about that, Nia.
There's a fine line between trying to kill yourself and lost the will to survive.
Bro ever fought out of hatred.
It's a very fine line.
It's hard to explain, but no matter how bad the situation, he was always laughing. I guess, in a way, he was...
A man of unlimited stupidity. I'd like to hear about him too, Simone. Please, keep going.
This happened a long time before we met you. It was Bro's idea to break out from our underground village and then dig our way up to the surface. But along the way, the tunnels collapsed because of an earthquake and we were all trapped.
Hey, the story is...
Huh?
Never mind.
It was scary. I was terrified that I was going to be buried alive just like my mom and dad were. But Bro urged us on, yelling, "Come on! Onwards and upwards, men!" Laughing the whole time. My hands finally stopped shaking. When I'm focused on drilling, I can hear the soil and the rocks calling to me. It's softer this way, or try digging over here. I follow their advice as I dig. If
He's a
we
rock
allowed
whisperer.
ourselves to just give up that day, then we all would have died. The only reason we didn't give up was because Bro was with us. And he didn't give up. He refused.
Remember this story, by the way.
That's how he always was. Without him,
Got it.
I can't do anything. That's why I have to do what I can to become like him, so I can do his share for him.
That's not true. You rescued me from that awful gunman all by yourself, remember?
But that wasn't...
I believe you can do fine on your own. Why do you spend so much time obsessing over this Bro person?
Why? You're just saying this because you didn't know him.
No.
I cannot get to know someone who isn't here. But also, you cannot rely on someone who isn't here.
Yeah.
You can't possibly have any idea how Simon is feeling! You can't because you didn't know Kamina!
I may not have known this Bro person, but I understand Simon. He is not a helpless person, but if he keeps dwelling on the memory of someone who's gone, then...
You little... Don't talk like you're some innocent bystander! You know perfectly well whose fault it is that Kamina's dead! So don't you dare stand there and calmly lecture Simon!
I apologize.
What you said is right. No amount of crying or grieving will bring Kamina back. We're well aware of that. Maybe it would be easier if we could forget about him. But we can't just... We can't forget about him like he was nothing!
Everybody's just taking out their problems on other people.
Well, it's a problem of if everybody's grieving, then who do you talk to?
Yep.
I want so very much to learn about your people.
What in the hell is that?
That's water.
We got trouble! A wall of water is coming this way! Water? Maybe he's seeing things after being cooped up.
Sorry guys, I completely forgot about yesterday. Who gets surrounded by that wall of water?
Enemy gunman on our deck!
I've returned, just as I promised I would, stinking humans.
What the hell was that all about? Hey, it's that chick with the fins!
First of all, would you please let me see our dear Princess Nia? I need to know she's safe. I would like to thank her for being kind to me.
She's got nerve coming here alone like that! I'm gonna deck her!
Don't forget, Gurren still isn't ready yet. We might need to find a way to buy some time.
Yep.
Point. Okay, let's hand over the girl. No! What'd you just say? You got a problem with the decisions made by your mighty leader, huh? Do ya?
I'm not sure why, but something tells me that'd be risky.
Don't give me that half-assed crap! Come out and say it! Quit yammering!
It's fine. I will go to her.
She says she's okay with it, so let's just turn her over and be done.
Yeah, but...
Don't worry, you guys. I have a
Don't
feeling
do
that
it.
Nia here might actually be able to avoid a battle.
Miss Yoko, thank you for allowing me to do this.
Don't get the wrong idea. This doesn't mean that I trust you. I'm gonna have this rifle trained on your back the entire time. If I see any funny business, I won't hesitate.
Right.
I expected to hear, what's a rifle?
Tell me, Adine. Are you and the others fighting the humans
I think Kittan might have spilled everything.
to make them suffer?
Yeah.
It It's as you say, Princess. Our duty is to seek out every last human on the surface and to slaughter every one.
And tell me, was it my father who ordered you to carry out these actions?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
My father, you harbored no doubts about them?
Did I doubt them? Never.
Humans are as lowly as worms, maybe even lowlier. Their suffering and their pitiful little deaths are beneath our notice.
As lowly as worms?
I cannot believe this. I want to discuss this with my father. Adine the Elegant, in the name of the Spiral King, I order you to take me to him.
You really piss me off! If you want to go, take your own sorry ass!
Yeah, she's not having it.
Has it not sunk in yet? You little darling aren't a princess anymore! The Spiral King
has abandoned you! I don't know what you did, but he said I should kill you with the rest of the worms.
He abandoned me? Kill me? He really said you should kill me?
She was abandoned?
That's what it looked like.
Lagann! Come on, please just work. I was right. That woman did not come here to take Nia back.
You're lying! It can't be! Father would never do such a horrible thing!
Oh, he wouldn't. You just think whatever you want. Either way, I'm sending you off to the next world, Missy!
So does this mean you hate me too, Adine?
Hate you? I really couldn't care less about you.
She's indifferent.
I was told to kill you, so that's
the Adine faces.
Whether or not I hate you is irrelevant!
So you're saying that you're willing to kill me simply because you were ordered to do so?
Of course I am! What of it?
If my father ordered you to take your own life, would you do that too?
Good question.
You've got this all wrong, Adine. These people are decent and good, and they have done nothing wrong. Their only wish is to live on the surface in peace. It cannot be right to kill them for no reason.
These people killed Timil.
They did?
That should be reason enough to end their lives.
No, you're wrong. That isn't right. They themselves have lost a man they call Bro. This loss has left them sorely wounded. Yes, that is what happens when someone dies. People suffer. And yet here you are saying two grieving parties should hurt each other. Don't you think there might be something wrong with that?
No, I don't, because there isn't!
We need a Nia Gundam seed.
You really know how to piss people
I was
off.
concerned she might fall under the Lacus category with seeming like super ditzy, then all of a sudden being a super spy or something like out of nowhere. But it's not out of nowhere.
This Spiral King threw out his own daughter? That's one thing I won't stand for!
We won't stand for it!
Die! Go for it, guys!
And you catch her.
Stinking humans!
Yeah, I was gonna say this fight isn't gonna go that easy.
Sword thing! You bitch!
Come on, you third-rate gunmen! Come right at me, everybody at once! So that I can tear each one of you apart!
Come on! Isn't this thing working yet?
I'm trying. Okay, how about now? Ah!
Okay.
We were trying to repair the whole damn thing, the whole episode. 2 episodes now, I think.
Yeah. I'm happy that repairs have taken time.
Impossible! It broke my spine!
We got her! Yeah, got her!
Now squash her!
Oh, we'd like to, believe me, but we can't exactly see where we're aiming.
Number 3 bridge!
You got her! You got her! Hurry! That's it! That's the way! Look out up ahead!
The bridge hanging underneath the ship.
What was that? What just happened?
It's Enkidu. Viral, is that you?
I hope you'll forgive me for disobeying orders, ma'am. It's just that I have my own honor I must uphold.
Go away! I won't withdraw from a battle like this!
You can keep fighting as long as you're alive, but we're going to execute a strategic retreat. We're retreating for now, but when next we meet, we'll settle matters once and for all.
What's he mean?
I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
We did it! We drove them off!
Why are you speaking to me like that?
Gracious, all this stress is murder on my skin.
Hey, are you okay there, Nia?
Yes, thank you. But I must apologize. I put you all in danger.
There's nothing for you to be sorry about.
Nah, not really.
Look behind you. They're all happy to see you safe and sound.
Because everyone was listening to the fucking speech.
Yep.
You scum! Trash! Vermin! What's the big idea leaving without a victory? I can't return to the capital! Not before I've gotten my revenge. Who do you think I am, you worthless, rotten idiot?
Well met, my good pig mole.
But she's dead either way.
Yeah.
She said, I do this before sunset. So if she goes back home, she's dead.
Are you in there? I brought you some dinner. Simon, everybody keeps telling me how happy they are to see me safe and sound, even though I'm the daughter of their enemy. It's just as I first thought. The people here are very kind. But I know that you were the first one to run to my rescue, Simon. And that was very brave and kind. And so, I thank you.
This is what man needs to hear.
I can't do it. I'll never be able to be like you, bro.
I appreciate that they let him spiral.
Well, it's very much, it's very much Kira from Seed. She's gonna make other illusions, but I realized we haven't watched those. So, you know,
It's
remember
not.
Kira gets back from the fight, and so it's like going back to the bunk and cries and all that shit.
The difference between this and Kira is that
No one thinks he's Jesus.
not a little bit, but it's more the fact of this is someone who is trying to grieve but doesn't understand how.
Arguably, if you listen to Kira cry, he doesn't know how either.
He doesn't know how to cry.
No,
It's
I
not-
mean,
but
if
that's
you
not
listen
the
to that
point.
cry, that sounds like the cry of a person who doesn't know how to express emotion, right?
No, that
I
sounds
have
like
all these
what-
feelings inside of
stabbing
me.
cats.
All these feelings inside. I don't know how to get them out. And it comes out like all at once. I'm not making fun. I'm saying that's a legit thing. If you
Oh, I
have
know.
all these bottled up emotions and you suddenly they just start coming out crying, it's just the easiest relief.
This is a more realistic depiction, and for my money, of how one has to grieve in the middle of a conflict.
Inside a person's heart, there is a deep, dark, frightening hole. Eventually, this hole becomes a new tunnel. Next time on Gurren Lagann, Simon, hands off.
Figure out what that means.
Gee, that's yeah. But no. That was a good episode, like the villain. And this is a more realistic depiction of what grieving in times of war can look like. Because what's happening is he's trying to do what he has to do.
Again, I just want to point out to remember
yeah,
that
not do it.
story. Remember the story that Simone told. Because unfortunately, it falls under the you have to remember it for a week when it comes to us.
Yep.
Because it's a multi-episode payoff sort of thing. And it might seem minor, but it's one of the little things that I would prefer you remember. for the actual payoff. I feel like the show is full of that sort of thing. That's why I've been able to watch it like 30 times in a row. That there's like big payoffs, like, oh, that thing. And the things of the show will tell you explicitly. But then there's little connective things like, oh, that's right, you're from there, they said this, then that's why that's happening now. You know, little things. I guess when you're dumb enough like me, that you can miss enough things that you could watch it 30 times in a row, and still find stuff that you missed.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep, nothing wrong with being dumb. Dare to be stupid, I believe, is what Weird Al once said.
But yes, that was a great episode. As I said, my favorite part is that the spiraling has been allowed to continue.
Well, I mean, spiral is a theme of the show.
True.
Sorry, there's a very famous, there is a very famous series of words that come from this show that I tempted to say all the time, but I don't. So I don't want to spoil it or say it before the show does. Okay. So if I pause for a moment, I might just be thinking of a quote from Gurren Lagann that I cannot say yet.
But no, also the cast, every character seems to have their place, or every focused on character, which I like.
Yep. But yeah, no, I guess that's where we're going to go and wrap up for today. Once again, I have been Theta. This has been Justin. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?